Hello all, it's Marco from Random Door Media. Welcome to my playthrough of Smalland, Survive in the Wild. Although it may be tempting to pronounce it Smalland, the title is only one word and has only two L's. Therefore, it should be pronounced Smalland, like Holland. This game has been on my Steam store wishlist for over 5 years. What the heck? I added this to my wishlist in December 2017, and it's just coming out on Steam now. At first, this might look just like any other survival crafting game, but Smalland has a unique look to it and has story and RPG elements. Instead of just being some generic person alone on some foreign world, you play someone from a race of tiny people. So tiny that everything around from ants to flowers seem gigantic. This is from the Steam store page. Traverse lake-sized puddles. Scale skyscraper-sized trees. Scramble through cavernous cracks in roads as you experience a huge open world from a new perspective. So join me as we take a look at Smalland, Survive the Wild. Okay, here we are in Smalland, Survive the Wild. So just a word of warning right off the hop, because I did make a video about another game that had this issue. Smalland, Survive the Wild does require a separate account login. Now it is an account with the Epic Store though. I already have an Epic Store account, therefore I didn't have to create a new account, so I don't have a problem with it this time. Just a word of warning though that a game did prompt me to create an account or sign in with an existing account with the Epic Store. I've already done that. I've signed in with my Epic login. I'm just about to go and check out some of the settings. The only setting that I've checked so far was just the audio so I could drop the music. Sometimes loud music can be an issue in games. So we have different options over here. I noticed this one is interesting, arachnophobia. I don't know if that means that... I'm assuming it's for people with arachnophobia. Does it get rid of spider-type enemies or just make them look different? I don't know. There's no pop-up when you mouse over it. I don't have arachnophobia, so I'm okay with that, so I'm just going to leave it as is. Graphics. Nowadays, I usually just leave graphics the way they are. Most games seem to understand what the best settings are for your computer. Controls, that's where we're going to probably find a few options to change. Move forward, left, right, these are all pretty standard. Blocking is E, I'm okay with that. Aiming, jumping, sprinting, that's all good. Crouch, hold to slide. So I do like crouch being on my mouse button, so there we go. Thank you for doing that, game. Inventory is tab. Crafting is G, map M, pretty straightforward. Antenna sense, okay, that sounds interesting. That's V, gotta remember that. Perspective is Z. Okay, good. A lot of all this stuff we'll figure out as we go along. Let's see what we got here. Set the default. Map clear, that's all good. So escape, will it remember everything? Like I don't have to... remember... Yeah, okay, good, yeah. Good. Right off the hop, the graphics on the opening screen, I think, look wonderful. The music is... volume is down, but the music is really nice. It sounds epic. It sounds like a movie. So let's click on play and get this party started. Alrighty, I'm Marco. We'll start the adventure. Oh, character creation. Oh, you can spin your character around. Okay, good, good, good. Body types, what do we got? Male, female. Okay, let's just go with male. Head. So we have... Okay. Probably regular. I don't see any... Oh, I can zoom in. Good. Take a look at your character. The spinning's really fast. Gentle. Strong. I'm going to go regular. Ears. Wow, you get ears too? Okay, so pointed, folded. I like the default, that's fine. Eyebrows. I got bushy ones. Cool. Kind of got an idea what I want to... not that much. Gonna go with the bushy. Beard. A full beard. How big can you make the beard? That's not bad. Mutton chops. Goatee. Was kind of hoping for a bigger bushy beard.
A great big bushy beard.
Then I was going to have him, just make him look like an older gentleman. Okay, let's go with that one. I get like a whitish silver. There we go. Make him look like he's older. So to that, I'm just going to go jump right down to here. There. Who says adventurers have to be young whippersnappers? Now that I got the hair taken care of, we can still choose your... Wait, oh, is it because of the... where's... Wait, there we go. Because of the eyebrows. There. Antennae. We got 5 types to choose from. I like the defaults. I like just as it is. What are the other ones? Okay. 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 I like the default. Let's stick with that. Color. Okay. Green. Red. I think red might seem too menacing. Purple. Oh, I like the purple. It's like a light lavender color. I'll go with that. Hair's done. Eyes. Blank. Blank eyes? What does that mean? Almond blank. Triangulate. Like, these are really hard to see. Like, it's not going to make that much of a difference, I would imagine. Double pupil. Huge. I'll just stick with common. Colors. Violet eye to go with the, yeah, violet eyes to go with the violet antennae. Skin color. Ooh, ghostly. Oh, that's kind of neat. I just want to double check. Is my beard... Did I choose white? I went with silver. Let's go with white. Maybe silver would be better. Nah, white. Okay, so skin color. So I like the ghostly. Nightfall, purple dawn. I'm going to go ghostly. Face markings. What do we got? Vigorous. Righteous. Diffident. I'll just stick with none. And that's all the character creation, right? Confirm. We're good. No body. No body changes. Oh, sorry, the body types were male or female. Okay, that's it. Let's confirm that. Okay. Online. Your game will be available for other players to join. Not worried about that. This is going to be single player only. Peaceful mode. Creatures will not attack you, but will fight back if attacked. That's something which I would imagine you'd want if you're just testing things out, or you just want to play in like creative mode or something. So we want the combat, so we'll leave that off. Friendly fire, that's not going to be available online. Same thing as server password. That is good. So create, start new world. What we got? Create and start new world. Okay, create. Imagine create puts us right here. Okay, so new world. Brand new world. The new world. New world of random door. Door. Create. And start. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Now, the game first got my attention when I saw the introduction on Steam Store, simply because the look is different. Even if the gameplay is like a generic survival game, the look is really unique. The way you're tiny people living in like the undergrowth and stuff like tiny little things like a bottle cap could be a shield and like ants are enemies and so on. I would imagine there's a lot of lore behind it. It is still listed as an early access game though, so anything could change. Shh, quiet. Intrepid vanguards, your queen is ill, gravely ill. This is why, as your king, I'm asking for your help. Venture into the overland and seek out a cure, whatever the cost. Be bold, be brave, remain vigilant. From King Valdemar's speech to the Vanguard Corps. Okay, we shall do that. Here we are. Third person. Z changes from third to first. I think we'll stay in third for now. That's fine. Oh, mouse wheel does zoom in and out. That's nice. So far, pretty impressed with the graphics. Remember that we're tiny. We're just little tiny people. Ooh. I don't know what that is, but it looks pretty. Okay, what else is there? Okay, do we want to check out inventory right away? What do we have? We have a wood club. Can I put that in 5? Does that work that way? Simple bandage, a mushroom steak, I'm assuming that's food. We got health, stamina, nourishment, temperature. To be honest, I don't like games that have temperature. I just find that it ends up being a pain to micromanage. But that's fine. 5 works. Yeah, there we go. So we now have a little stick, which is a club. E was blocking. Okay. Whoa, right click is a power attack, maybe? I see the stamina dropping. Yep. Yeah, so it looks like left click is a small attack. Right click is a power attack. Good, good, good. Oh, what was, V, was it? Antenna sense. Whoa! Okay, what is it? Oh, whoa! Look at all this stuff. There's a bull ant. Vulnerabilities, edged damage. How long do you maintain this for? Shows you where stuff is. And that cool ghostly effect, too. Oh, it stays on. Okay, hold on. Do I press V to turn it off? Yep. I'm pretty impressed with this game right off the gate. For an early access survival game. Ooh. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so the game has a story and it has NPCs. It's like it's like a full game. Let's see. Okay, Sentinel Virgil, what do you have for us? Greetings. I've been tasked with meeting all vanguards before they leave the burrows, as I have crucial information to impart. Keep a keen eye trained for the owl effigies. They are scattered throughout the area and provide useful hints and tips to help you survive. Outside, you'll find Captain Hearn. He will help you in your first days outside the burrows. Thank you. Thank you, Sentinel Virgil. So here's an owl effigy. Press F to examine it. Harvesting. The overland is rich with natural resources and food. Some can only be harvested with a correct tool. I'm not going to be reading all of these. I'm just going to sort of summarize them. If you, as the viewer, want to read them, pause the video. But for long ones, I'm just going to quickly scan it. Scan it just so I get the information. Because I get the feeling that there's a lot of these tutorial owls, I'll be like, non-stop reading. Okay, F to pick these up. Okay, oh, not to pick it up. So F turns the plant into fiber, then you pick it up. Barrels, anything? We whack them. Okay, nothing. Yeah, okay, so it's a 2-step process. Oh, unlocked. Builder's hammer, wood hatchet, and a wood club. Good, good, good. Is this a thing? Resin gather. Okay. Looks like there's more resin right over... Oh, there's more resin here. Look at that. That resin effect. Look how shiny it is and luminescent. So I wonder what the resin's going to be for. Is it for like a building stuff? Like sort of like the replacement for cement, maybe? I guess we'll find out. Is there any reason to explore? Because I don't know how open world it is. Because it's definitely not a randomly generated world, that's for sure. I think I hit invisible wall. Yeah, it's definitely not a randomly generated world. It's going to be a static world because it's going to be more story focused. That's fine. Can we jump in the water? Oh, invisible wall. Okay. Okay, no problem. Another owl effigy. Okay, when you examine... Okay, so press tab to open inventory and select the compendium to see hints and tips. Sounds good. Yeah, speaking of which, let's see what we can do so far. Crafting. Shortcut for crafting was G, so that brings us right there. We have a wood club right now. Do I want to... Oh, resins for making a torch. That makes sense. So I could make a torch. I can make a hatchet. A wood hatchet, so you don't need stone yet. So in stock and requires... So I could make a hatchet right now. Oh, okay. Just clicking on that does it. Okay, I thought it'd be like selecting that and then you click on something else. No, clicking on that right there craft. Okay, so I'm gonna do the torch too then. So hatchet, torch. Pressing M brings up the map, so we can take a look where we are. Over here we have, I guess this is a clock down here. Looks like it's like a Minecraft clock. If you don't know what that is, never mind. So if we zoom out, we get to see how big the land is. Oh, okay, so it doesn't zoom out all the way, but wow. That's a big map. Okay, there we go. So let's keep going. So Hearn was the guy we saw. I think Hearn is the guy we're supposed to go see. Is there like a journal? If we go here, we have a compendium. Yeah, it's Owl Effigies to King's Speech. Okay, that's what we saw at the beginning. Codex. Oh, there's a... Wow, quite the lag there. The Crafted Builders hammered, unlock your first crafting station. Okay, so... Wow, a lot of stuff to unlock. Well, we'll get to that when we do. Hearn. So, I guess this is what Hearn can make for us? I guess we'll find out when we get there. Let's keep going. Oh, these are little tiny candles. That's neat. The next Owl Effigy. What do you got for us? Let's keep track of the workstations. You can also check on which armor sets can be crafted by which small folk. Once you seek them out. Okay, so yeah, so that was it. So it looks like Hearn is able to craft us whatever that armor was. So more resin. At the moment, the only thing I've seen that you use resin for is making torches, which is perfectly acceptable. Man, just look how nice it looks. This is a very nice looking game. Oh, we got another... I would imagine that fiber is going to be super handy, so let's get as much of it as we can. Okay. The burrows are an extensive network of underground tunnels and caverns. They're incredibly intricate, multiple levels and branching paths that stretch for hundreds of yards in all directions. They're lit by glowing crystal lamps and makeshift torches, creating a warm and inviting atmosphere. Indeed. Hey, more resin. Okay, these grass blades aren't anything. Here's some more resin. I always say in these type of games, gather whatever you can until your inventory gets full. Sentinel aid, what do you got? My wife can make a mean pixie omelet. They got pixie like the fairy tale creature? Looking pretty stale. My sister brought me fresh insect eggs. Is that what these are? Insect eggs. Yep, pick these up. What do we got out of them? Nourishment is 6. Can feed a creature. And here's the wooden hatchet. I'll move these out of the way because they're already in use. Right? That works. Resin. Impossibly sticky substance exuded by trees used as glue. Because it's highly flammable, it's also used to make torches. So if it's highly flammable, they probably don't use it in like building construction, I imagine. Hey, Sentinel Pal, what do you got? Speedy repairs is a good builder's hammer. Okay. Anything here? Nope. Oh, but you. Mold everywhere. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sentinel Kara. Make sure to search out these owl effigies for useful information. I have been doing that, yes. Whoa, look at all this stuff. Is any for us? No? 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 Ah, look at the details on these little jars over there. Hey, go in the first person. It's like pigments and bowls. This reminds me of playing like a massive multiplayer game for the first time. Like when I play a massive multiplayer game and I would like just take all the time ogling and looking at all the graphics in your starting area, and Okay, this does not look like something made by the small folk. But if we're... Okay, I don't know what world this takes place in. But maybe this is like a doll's couch or something? Because these people are supposed to be really tiny. Like, look at the size of that mushroom. Hey, Sentinel trending. Good luck in the overland. Keep your wits about you and stay frosty. Alright, Bob. May the sacred owl be with you. And with you. So we've got this neat little drawbridge area. And these glowing crystals. Oh, look at the spikes in the water. Yikes. Jeez, okay. I can't spend all my time just looking at the graphics. There's some nasty creatures out there. I'll bet there are. Heard about the queen? I pray to the sacred owl. She makes it full recovery. As do we all. Okay, so none of this stuff is gatherable. Okay, oh, there's the big scary world. There's like a canopy of leaves and branches. Oh, use my sight. Anything right nearby? Sprout over here. There, gather all that. Okay, I'm just testing out the crouching. Because I'm pressing my mouse button, which is assigned to, and he's not crouching. Well, he does it sometimes. Like, I hold the mouse button, nothing happens. Oh. You tap it. Like, I just tap the mouse button to make him crouch. Okay. And looks like he was sliding. Move forward. Nope. Sprint. Okay. I just discovered that in the Inker survival game. If you sprint and crouch, you do a sliding maneuver. Okay. Okay. Do we need to speak to any of you? Overland is a dangerous place. Wait. I wish I wasn't on Night Watch, dude. The Overland is a dangerous enough place during the day. Captain Hearn Station downhill. Okay. Looks like my nourishment has already gotten low. I got 2 mushroom steaks. That's 30 nourishment. Can I just right-click to eat it? You can. Thank you very much. That's a very good quality of life, not having to keep putting it in your, like, inventory slot. Okay, more twigs. Gather those. Wow, lots of goodies over here. The fact that these little sprouts stay behind, I wonder if those grow back. More twigs over here, we'll get those. And check this owl out first. Hello, Mr. Owl. You can lose health from a variety of factors, being attacked by hostile creatures, extreme temperatures, and falling, or being malnourished. On the bright side, you can recover health by healing items, keeping yourself well nourished, or by sleeping. Oh yeah, the owl effigies have, like, multiple eyes, so they look like they're facing in all directions. That's pretty cool. That's a nice attention to detail. Sprinting, sliding, dodging, jumping, attacking, and blocking all consume stamina. Pay attention when it becomes low. Manage it carefully to not leave yourself vulnerable. Hey, did I miss any other goodies here? There's some twigs right over here. And more twigs. You get, what, 3 there? Hey, next owl effigy. Press M to see your map. Selecting a marker. So the map will show you stuff, and you can put markers on it. Let's double check that. So M brings up the map. If you want to put add or remove a marker, is it right-clicking? Yep, there it is. Sounds good. That is good to know. So I imagine that we're still in the sanctuary area, so to speak, so not going to encounter any enemies at this time. So just keep gathering. Temperature is doing fine. What does it look like up there? It's hard to see the sky, because the trees are like literally block the sight. Is anything? Nope. Take another look here. Twigs over that way. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I guess these sprouts do grow back. They still show up. Talk to the owls before we go talk to the guy. Okay, lots of interesting stuff. So, crafting recipes, crafting item. Typically you need a crafting station. Every vanguard even knows how to craft some basic tools and weapons. Take a look at that again right now. What can we make? Okay, so that's all we got so far. I guess I can build one of these. Sure. Not going to bother equipping it just yet. I wonder why my wooden club doesn't appear in the inventory. Know what I mean? Like, the axe is here, the torch is here, but the club isn't here. Oh, it's over here. That's why. Okay. Oh, I can now unlock campfire, workbench, simple bed, simple chest. Okay, is that Hearn? Let's talk to this effigy before we talk to him. Armor provides protection against types of damage and also keep you warm in cold weather. Some settlers in the overland have the expertise to make new sets of armor, provided you give them the required materials. Interesting, so you give them the materials. Ooh, blackberries! Oh, that's a lot of blackberry jam right there. And I'll speak to this owl. Make sure to eat, drink regularly. You can eat raw food or prepare it. Okay. Do I have anything around here that I'm missing? Nope. Oh, good. Let's go speak with Hearn. Greetings, Vanguard. Welcome to the Overland. I am Captain Ernest Matakabi, but most small folk simply call me Hearn. Can I ask you some questions? What do you need to know? Okay. I'm not going to bother going through this right now. Because a lot of this stuff which kind of get familiar with. Where can I find food? We'll find it as we go along and building shelter and so on. Okay, can you craft some armor? Let's start off with that. Bring you the material. I would like you to craft some armor for me. Oh. So we got light singlet, light leggings, light gauntlets, and padded. What do they do? Okay, padded protection. To protect wearer from the cold. Movement speed, eh? Lightweight clothes provide minimal protection, but allow the wearer to move quickly. Okay, so what do I have right now? I have Traveler's Gauntlets. So this already offers Cold Protection 3. And that's all it does. And what will you make? Padded. Oh, it's Cold Protection 9. Okay. Oh, wow, that's pricey. Okay, let's... Gauntlets are... Okay, they're lightweight, so no protection. Though not even cold protection like what I'm wearing right now. That protection and that protection. I want cold... Oh, this also offers protection too. So this offers cold protection and protection. This offers, like, protection and a movement speed of 2%. That's it. I'd rather go with the... Here, make that for me. And I don't have enough for that. Okay, so place that. Like I said, I'm kind of concerned about the temperature. I don't like micromanaging temperature, so cold protection should be a nice start. So I need more fibers, apparently. Okay. Hold the thumb mouse button. Talk or craft it. Oh, okay. So you can use the mouse button to move between those. Oh, sorry. And, yeah. I was told to report to you for my assignment. He requested your presence. Go and see him at once. He's inside the cave just down the hill. Okay, that's it then. Like I said, there's no journal as far as I know, unless this is it. Oh, here it is. Okay. Yeah, so that's kind of the journal. Oh, it's dark already. Holy cow. Torch. You can use your torch in your offhand. That is nice. Hey, what have we got over here? Oh, more sprouts. So we got like giant mushrooms and some moths. There's some resin. How much do I have now? Because I want to see if I can get like a full suit. Oh, water. Don't want to go in the water with my torch. Stay away from deep water. Small folk can't swim. Oh, okay. Upon death, you'll respawn at your activated better spawn location to appear where you died. Interesting. Okay, so you can't swim? Okay. Oh, here's sprouts. More fiber. And twigs. I guess like these plants here are too big. And looks like the torch does have a durability. Oh, that's... Can we repair stuff? If I go here, click on the torch, is there a way to just repair it? What did I do? What's on my offhand? Okay, I don't see a way, but worry about that later. I'll eat the last of my mushroom steak because my nourishment's getting low. I'm going to get a few more sprouts and then we'll head back and see if we can get the rest of those... the rest of the outfit. Nope, just the one. Okay, what do you have to say? Temperature will generally drop at night, raise in the afternoon. Some creatures of overland are nocturnal, only come out at night. Okay. Bed will set at a new spawn point and have a place to sleep. You can only sleep at night. You have to be sheltered and no hostile creatures. Okay. Some more... Oh, more sprouts in here. How many is that? 27. Okay, I'll head back to the guy and... Oh, got some more... Oh, whoa, wow, lots of... Okay, lots of resources here. So let's get all this to make sure for sure we have enough to get that armor. Let's run back to Hearn, and... Wait, did these just grow back? I either missed those, or I didn't, and they grew back already. I probably missed them. I was probably zigzagging around here. Okay. Go right to crafting. So I got the wraps, so I need the breeches. That's 15, and the bracers. There we go. I got the cold weather protection. Okay, so it looks like the... Did I drop that? There we go. Yeah, because it looks like the... Did I just pass the whole night? Because it was dark for a bit, and now it looks like the sun's coming up. Here's the old clothing. There's the old wraps. Okay. We've got food, and bandages, tools. Try to keep organized. But let's go speak to the old man in the cave. Ooh, look at... Oh, there's like a giant owl statue over there. So I guess we keep going down this way. We saw that owl statue. Owl effigy. I guess we'll get the rest of it over here. Oh, that's... It was stuck to the tree. I don't know if I'm overdoing it on the resin. Like, the only thing I've seen so far that uses resin is just the torches. Ooh, it's nice and quiet in here. The outdoor sound noise decreased. Builder's hammer. Okay, so this is what you make. The only thing that requires resin is just a torch. Yeah, I'm getting like lots of resin. Okay, what happens if I... If I equip the hammer? Key to open placement option. Structures. I'm just going to pop back outside for a moment. Campfire. Okay, campfire requires resin. Okay. Workbench requires resin. Okay, so yeah, there are a few more things. Simple bed. Now, can you craft those now, or is it crafted on the fly? Okay, it's craft in place. Okay. I gotcha. So it's not like craft and it goes in your inventory and then you can place it kind of thing. Hello! Wow, that's an elderly looking person. Before we talk to him, let's take a look around. First of all, let's admire the graphics. It looks like a giant jar that was broken open. A whole bunch of little knickknacks and things. Oh, look at this weird looking, like, cupboard. I'm assuming these are all drawers of different sizes. Interesting. Over here we got... Okay, more sprouts. Yep, gather whatever in... Wait, is that... That torch is a match? Oh, yeah. They weren't all like that, were they? Ooh, what's this? I'm just going to keep gathering the wooden sprouts because I imagine we're probably going to be building a structure before too long. And I would imagine the wood and sprouts are going to be used for that. Okay, so twigs, sprouts. Okay, more twigs over here. Plus, we also need twigs for, like, tools and weapons. Okay, walnut chest. What we got here? It looks like a chest made out of a walnut. On the back door hinges. On the front it has a strange cavity in the shape of a four-leaf clover. Examine the cavity. You run your hand over the four-leaf clover cavity. The bottom section moves slightly when you press it. Push the bottom of the cavity. Nothing happens. Examine. Okay. Examine the chest. Huh. Okay, possibly we're missing something. Maybe we're missing, like, a four-leaf clover. Got to double back, and we'll speak to this gentleman here. Hello, good sir. Achievement unlocked. One very small step. Vanguard, finally you're here. Elder, what are you doing in this overgrown cave? The jeweled clover key that unlocks the apothecary's chest has gone missing. I fear it may have been stolen. We're here trying to find some other means of opening the chest. Who's apothecary? What's in the chest? Do you have an idea? You might have taken it. Have you tried forcing the chests? We dare not. Just having forced, we were just destroying the elixir. Okay, who's the apothecary? It's in the chest. The elixir of life. Oh! Is that what we're supposed to get to cure the queen? Do you have any idea who might take in the clover key? Locked in the royal vault, which is always under heavy guard. Only the king and I are allowed entry. The theft was noticed when the queen became ill and the clover key was needed. But it could have happened some time ago. I was told you requested my presence. Seen some creatures in the area have become unusually agitated and aggressive. Seek out these settlers and investigate their claims. Does that have anything to do with the clover key? Interesting coincidence, but we have no evidence to suggest there's a connection. You find the settlers scattered throughout the forest, so I have marked their location on your map. Be careful, Vanguard. The wilderness is filled with danger. Hard and Kalev can help you survive here in the overland. Okay. So it's like we have another quest. So the map will show Kalev and Drustana. Okay, and I'm here with the Elder. And that probably shows up on the, was it Compendium? Yeah. So the Clover Key, Elder's Cave. Oh, Elder's Cave. Yes, we did, and Traveling Reports. So we have a quest. Or a new quest, I should say. I'm actually going to end part 1 right here. That was pretty good. We had a good introduction to the game. The graphics look really good. The sound is wonderful. The gameplay so far has been pretty good. I like the antenna vision mechanic. It's going to pause the game. Probably going to be doing a series on this and see how far we can get. Hopefully you'll join me for part 2 where we delve more into this amazing looking game. If you're new to the channel, maybe subscribe. Check out what else is on the channel because I have a lot of other videos on survivals type games. Leave a like because that really helps the channel out. This is a growing channel. But that's going to be it for this video. Take care, everyone.